Hey, and welcome to this new live stream. Today, I'm going to explain to you how to use Codespaces, the value of that, and how we could use this to develop our own projects, even if our PC could turn bad if we run that project on our PC. The reason of showing this today because, like in the last stream, if you remember that I tried to run repo query, which is one of the open source projects that supports their OpenAI that supports their AI extension and talking with repos. And when I tried to do that on my PC, it was too much and start lagging with everything that I am streaming with. So today we will have and try a new solution, which is like the code spaces. It is a way that you could use. I want to see the landing page. Let me see if I could. Okay, just yeah. So I want to do this. So Codespaces is like a way for you to go with a virtual machine, let's say, where you will have the dev containers and everything running, and you connect that with your machine. Uh, Whatever you develop on your project, it will run on a different machine and it will give the link for you to use, which will be like something really awesome because for that you will be able to choose whatever processes, whatever information that you are having, and with this stuff it will make it easier, or let's say less heavy on your machine, and it will be like it will save time and will save your machine from getting tired or getting burned by mistake. So to start with this, you can start with Codespaces in different ways. So you could just like go to github.com/codespaces and you could create a new one. You could check the docs for that and you could see what you can do with this stuff like in the organization and everything that you need for the code spaces. You could even have some kind of tutorial here where they explain it to you, and the other thing that would be interesting to you is the Codespaces extension on your VS Code, so which is like code editor, and then when you use that extension, it will help you to run Codespace directly from code editor without having this kind of interfaces here. And so I will show that today, and I will go back again to show other stuff related to Codespaces, where you could just even run it from the repository itself, where you could just like click on this green button here and you could just like create a code space for that, or even you could run that and pull requests and that you are running or everything that you have there, so to make it easier for you. And the other thing that it would worth to mention is that I think it was mentioned in the features. Yeah, so the code spaces has like a limitation, which is like 60 hour, which is like free a month, which is it could be awesome for you because this could 60-hour a month, which is like equal to 2 hours a day. So if you are doing an open source project, that could be okay. Or even though you could just check the other pricing list that they are having, which is could be could be important for you based on your need and what you are doing. And you could see the full pricing list that they have here somewhere, I think. Yeah, this one. Okay, so to start with this, I will go to my Visual Studio Code, which is not open right now. Let's open Visual Studio Code. And let's hide this one here. And for to use Codespaces with Visual Studio Code, you need to install the extension, which you will go to the extension side here. Right, Codespaces. For me, I have installed it before. Here is like here you could see that GitHub Codespaces, and you could install that, which is like the official one. But like for me, as I mentioned, I have downloaded that before, so I don't need to download it again. But you could do this. And the other thing that we could do, I will need to go to repo query here. It's not necessary to do that, but like I need to, because I'm going to work on this repo, so I will just open it. And then you will have this. button on the left corner of your screen, in the left bottom corner of your screen, where when you click on it, you could see that you have connected WSL, which is like Windows Tab Linux, or connected to Codespaces. And for us, we'll create a new Codespaces. When we click on that, you could see that it's getting the repositories. So we could check um, repo query. And here I have that from my own uh, project, or I could have it from open source. Um, and when you open that, it will ask you what kind of branch that you need to have that. So I will go with the development branch, which is alpha. And then you could see that here is a question about the cores, the number of cores that you need. I'm not sure if, yeah, let me zoom this a little bit. Yeah, here you could see the number of cores. You could see the RAM that you are having, the storage that you have. So we'll go with something like 4 cores, because like last time it was too much for my PC, so we could have that here. And here it is. Right now we are in Codespaces using it from our um code it directly. So just let's wait for a little bit. Okay, so here you could see that Codespaces called as refactored sniffle. And if you open the terminal, mm, there's a pull request associated with default branch alpha. Do you want to get the pull request? Do you want to ignore them? Let's just ignore that. Okay, so here we could see that we have it's welcoming us to the code spaces, and it's telling us what we have and everything that's installed. So we could just like use this directly um on code space machine, which could be it make it easier for us. Um yeah, so let's see. I want to run this project on code spaces, which we could see that it will make it easier for us. Let's go to readme again. Here in the readme, um I will go open this or this. Yeah, here is the preview, and we'll close this area. Here for the readme, it was mentioning how to run that with Docker container. So the repo query engine can also run, run locally via Docker container and includes all necessary dependencies. So we could just like go and run the Docker that we need here, which is make local image. And here, as you can see, it's running. And if you compare this to yesterday, um, situation or the last team situation, it would be it will give like the difference between that. So while we will wait for the code spaces to install the stuff, we will see. Then you can start the repo query service with the current environment. And then we could just go and run the images with makeup. So let's just like wait for this one for a few seconds, and we'll see how things will go. While waiting, it would be worth to show you GitHub Codespaces, where you will see that we have this Codespaces run on the open source, and here we could see if it's active or not, the usage and whatever we have. And then you could just rename it, export the changes, or just like change the type or keep it or stop the code space and delete it. So here you could have access for the information that you have. At the same time, you could go and check the templates of the code spaces where you have like a direct template that would help you to for something related to React, everything like downloaded for that Flask or even React, whatever you need from that. So here it is. And the project is building, so we still have one dependency that need to be installed. Okay, so if you are watching from anywhere in the world, it would be great to see where you are watching from to get to know you a little bit. Hmm. Yeah, one thing that we could do while waiting is to add this stream to the list that we are having. So it was A0, 1 hour of open source, and here we could go open the issues, go on day, it should be 15. This one, 22, 11, 2023. The goal is exploring code spaces with mm, exploring open source repo query with code spaces. We don't have any issues and we don't have anything else to write here, which is I use this kind of a report for myself to review later. And let's get back to this here. Yeah, we're still installing. Okay, so the CPU is being high used in code spaces. Okay. Is it related to the making local image? Hmm. Defining cargo and building the reviews. Okay, so here it is done. Let's see. It throws the image into the car and everything. So okay, I think we could just like go. Then you can start the repo query service with this one. There's also Docker Compose that can be used for both Quadrant and repo query. Let's just try this one here. Docker run environment file, environment port 30,000. Let's search repo query. No such file directly. Let's see. Hmm. Here the environment need an example. Okay, so I didn't have the environment. Let's go copy it, change the name. The information that we need here, which is quadrant URL Rust log web server. It's okay. So I will go with defaults for this one, and here Rust log. I think I could go with trace, and here we'll just keep it as like default one. The other thing that I need to get is an OpenAI key to run this repo. And to do that, you will go to platform, I think to OpenAI, and then okay, I need to log in. Just give me a second. Where right now I'm just going to log into OpenAI account. And here I just logged in, and then in OpenAI they changed the user interface. So we go to API keys, generate one. Let's call it repo query and create a secret key. Here is it. And then we'll go here, paste that key, and then just run the file again. And here, as you can see right now, it's suggesting to run that project. Oh, okay, so it directed me to open source pizza. And let's just wait a few minutes to see. Right now it's downloading the fast all mini LM model, and we have this port already forwarded. So whenever I open this port, it will it will open that server that we're already running, which is the repo query. But like I was curious, could I open that? Let's see what we have in the file for quadrant URL, which is localhost. Uh, do we have this open? No. Let's copy this one and have it as. I don't think that will be open. What would happen if I added port, add this here as a port, and running process, no running process. So how do they get this running process? Okay. I need to see how to do that because like the last time I opened this project was through um I opened Quadrant, which showed me the collections that I have and everything else, but right now I just have it as API that I could request, which isn't the thing that I would like to see because I wanted to see the Quadrant information as well. And to do that, I'm not sure what to do. Let's go terminal. It's still downloading. Okay. Do we have such URL? No. So here it's saying there's also Docker compose YML that file that could be used to start both Quadrant and the repo query engine together. Let's see the command for this one. Compose is a tool that define with compose you use a YML file to configure your application service. And let's go here. The documentation reference. Okay. And to start this, let's go to Compose version 2. Okay, let's see the Compose again here. Have a multiplayer executive environment. Serve only create containers that have changed. um run compose file docker. Make directly compose create app. Here's the docker file. Define it in compose. Okay. Build and run your app with compose. So docker compose up. So I think it's make up here. This one. Mm, Here's the make file. Let's see the app. Local image docker compose app. Okay, so it's running the local image and the docker together. So to check that, let's go here. I'm going to close this and go to have the make up, which is will be running. Why did I get that container? Okay. Make up, which will be running both of that um the repo query with quadrant at the same time. Rust log info. Ah, they already like said this here. We could get this stuff from the dot environment. Okay. Web server port, quadrant. So we could wait a little bit to see this running and see how things will work. Hey, what are you building? So Yazid, I am building this project which is called let me get back to that project. Yeah. So it's called Repo Query, which is like a part of the open source project. For context here, open source is a project that enable people to share their contribution to open source and GitHub in general and have like a way to show your open source work. And they have this kind of AI extension where you could ask question to this repo and the stuff that you are doing. So I'm building the repo query repo that they have, which is like the backend for the AI that connect the stuff. And I would like to play around with this and see what kind of results, because I think I remember that the query that we were getting from the backend wasn't what I was expecting. So I would like to see if I could solve that somehow. So that's what I'm building right now. I am waiting for it. And if you would like to check, you could see this is that mm, the project that I'm working on it right now. So yeah, that's it. And to do this, today I used Codespaces, which is like a feature that, or yeah, a GitHub feature that allows you to use virtual machines and your machine directly, so to make it easier for your machine if it's like have low resources, and it will not lag a lot. And here is the Codespaces feature. I will share this as well. So that's it. I hope that I could explain this. If you need anything else, just let me know so I I could explain or answer that. Let's go back to here. Yeah, okay. So here the port is available. Let's go, and it's redirecting to open source pizza, which is like what I'm expecting. But I would like to see if, yeah, I have three ports right now. So the first port is the one for the server itself, and this is what it redirect to the open source pizza based on, I think it was explained in the README. So let's go to the README, and here we could see that the default one redirects to redirect URL, which is the open source pizza. So for the yeah, that's directly what it does. It takes the repo files, uses that to generate an answer based on the questions, and sometimes it doesn't work, but like that's how it's supposed to work. Let me run this. Just I think I could it could work here. If not, I will go to open source. I think it's called app right now. So I could have um yeah, it's working here as well. So here you could say ask a question like uh, what is this project about, and it should get something to answer you. Like I'm not sure if it will work right now because I'm thinking because I am not running the extension, and it might need to get some, yeah, so I need to run the extension to get that. um Let me run the extension here. I need to go to open that documents, GitHub open source browser extension, this folder. So yeah, so here is the one that it's fixed. npm run dev. It's running. Yeah, thanks. See you later. Mm, the extension is running right now. What? I will open it. Yeah, so I'm logging in right now. Here, yeah, I'm logged in. I will refresh. Here, start a conversation, and here we will have that. So let's say, how do I run this locally? And it should generate some answer here for that. Let me go to console, see what's, yeah, okay, so this kind of unhandled answers, which is the issue that I'm trying to solve right now. Okay, I will not take more time for this. I will go back to my, yeah, here I think we have three ports. Which one? The first one is related to the extension itself. The second one, I think this could be quadrant. Let's see. Yeah, so it's the vector engine for quadrant. And the third one is, okay, the third one is not working, but it should be quadrant stuff. Um, why it's not working? Let's preview here. Let's preview quadrant. Yeah, the quadrant engine is working. The third one is not showing anything. And the 3000 is showing the open source. Wait, did that? Yeah, I think the 3000 should do this. So let me close this one. Yeah, so we are now connected to this, but like, why I can't see this? Here I'm expecting to see the quadrant UI that we have used previously, but I think there is something not working. So here the environment, okay. Yeah, so it should be localhost dashboard. Yeah, so it's dashboard instead of just like, okay. So this is the stuff that I would like to see. Collection. And right now my PC is not lagging, which is the reason that we used Codespace today. So let's get back to this. What I want to do is to check Postman. Mm, Session has expired. Okay, just give me a second. I'm going to log to Postman, signing in. Let's see what's it's requesting. Some, okay. Why I'm trying Postman right now is because I would like to um run some queries, check if this project is working or not first, then I could go to analyze and check that um I could then analyze the issues that we have in the project. Otherwise it would be kind of um let's say hard to understand what's happening. Let me just close all tabs. And here I'm opening the collection related to this. Yeah, so here is Postman. Postman is ready. Okay, so Postman is a way that you could test APIs through your like in an easy user interface. So for me, I would like to check first. Let's see the documentation again because I almost forgot that. Preview readme. We have the first endpoint, which is redirect to that URL. We have the post embed, which generates embed for GitHub repo, and query, which is like perform a query on API collection check if something is existed. Let's go and check collection owner open source name AI branch beta. Okay, that's the default. So here, what I'm expecting is it's not indexed, which is like yeah, that's the thing that I'm expected. And here, then I would like to perform a query. No, I need to generate and store embedding for that. So let's go with embed and we'll see what defaults that we have here. It's embed. Yeah, we don't have anything. And for this, we need to have owner name branch, which is similar, quite similar to this. I will just copy it, paste it here, and send that query. So fetch nulls connected embed repo 107 connection closed. What did we get? Fetch repo, which is like I think it's the first event that we are getting, and then we get it get like something null. Then embed repo, we get that information, save embedding, and then we have done, and then the connection closed. Let's see if we send this again. Return nothing. So access allow credential body. I think if it's return nothing, it means it's indexed. And to check that, we could, since I have this here, I could go to collections. Let's refresh this. I see that the collections that we have here. Yeah, so we have open source AI beta collection. And then we have point 3, which is, I think this stuff is the vectors that we have. Yeah, it should be the vectors that we are having. So let's see, check info, status green. Okay, vectors count 107, config 5 items, params, whatever, collection. Here, snapshots. What is snapshot for quadrant? I'm not sure about that. And then we have visualize, which is, let's run this. Yeah, this shows our, okay, that's cool. That's really interesting. This is the vector that we have, but like based on what? Hmm. I think it should be based on issue metrics YML development. Yeah, I think it based somehow TSX on the like information inside these files. Okay, so we have this running, and here we get git blame edit payload. Let me see what happened. Yeah, so that's the path. Copy clipboard default vector. Copy vector. Let me see the vector. Yeah, okay, so we have that vector normalized, not normalized, um, tokenized. And then we have the linked. We could, yeah, we could check for similar vectors. That's interesting. Let's see, find similar for this one. 4.2. Yeah, so it checks the stuff around it, I think, based on the visualized stuff that they have. Um, 0. Okay. So here we could see that we got this. We have the events that we are getting, which is like fetch repo, embed repo, save embedding done. And for the collection, it's not showing any message if something is done or not. So I think a great suggestion here would be, let me see if we have any issues. Docs receive needed, images builds take a really long time. Explore Chroma database. Find a way to remove native. Jabber is asking if there is a reason that I'm already contributing to open source repos. To be honest, because I just feel comfortable with the community there and the projects, and I like them. I think that I would check some other repos in the next month or the month after that. Like for me, I prefer to go with contribution with um a project for a month, or let's say something in a month, so I could have like an impact in that month instead of just jumping between projects without having an impact. So this is just like my philosophy here and my opinion on this stuff. And the other thing for the open source is because I think I started contributing to these projects for like, let me see, I think it has been for a couple of months, 3 or 4 months, and this is the most that I feel comfortable to do on live stream because like, yeah, so I started in almost April here and had some contribution there, here and there. So I'm aware of the situation. I'm aware of the extension that they have and stuff like that. But like if I start something from scratch, it would be hard. So let's go back here. Um, so for this, since we have the collection, since it's returning, I, I think it would be great if we returned something here instead of having it an empty. And for the embed, we have this kind of mm, messages that we are showing, which is like done, save embedding, embed repo, fetch repo. I would like to see how this is being used. Let me go to, or is it here? No, I closed that. Okay. I would like to go to the open source AI extension. Um, I would like to see if we have used this message somewhere. Yeah, okay, so we have used this events here. And if we got like a fetch repo, embed repo, save embedding error done, we are showing the stuff that we are having. Um, the only thing that I think that is broken here is that process chunk lines, event lines, splitting this. So I think I remember that this wasn't working well in that extension. I think this could be because we have an empty line here, which is doing nothing. I'm not sure why we have that line. And let's see. I'm not sure how we are handling this here and if we are getting the correct messages or not. But I could. Mm, Let me see. I think my PRs wasn't merged, so I need to go with beta to try that. So when you click on this, we are checking if this is indexed. I need to run this on like a different, yeah, so it's indexed. I think um I could try some repo that isn't indexed. It could be his or Ani because I didn't try that here before. It's archived, and let's go for this one. There was an error while indexing this repo. Okay. What is the error that we are getting here? Let's go to inspect. Let's see console. Repository is not indexed. Okay, I know. And open source embed. Yeah, it didn't provide that. The repo name. I would like to see what messages we are getting here and how we are handling it. So embed, it's showing a bad request. Network. Embed. Payload. Yeah, so they didn't show the name. Okay. So what I could do is go here. Could I duplicate that? Yeah, I could duplicate it. And here we should have, yeah, repo query embed open source, repo query embed copy. And let me wait for this. I would like to see if, I think we are getting them, but like, would like to see what kind of events we are having here. Let me get this information. And it should be A0M0 Rajab for the owner. For the name, it should be Bahis Ani. For branch, it's master. Oh, this, okay. So it's embedding it, but like it was showing an error in, okay, it's working well. Yeah, okay. Let's go and check the open source tools. Open source dot tools. I think this was the URL. Inspect network. Okay, I will run that again. So let's copy this as fetch. Yeah, so it's open source dot tools here. Why? Yeah, so it's open source dot tools sending request. And it didn't show what I was expecting. Why? Let me try to check collection. Oops, still is not indexed. Okay. Embed. It's not showing the events that I'm getting the same in. Yeah. So here we have body, text, No, let's go with auto. Okay, so it's not showing the same response with the branch, the development branch. I think, uh, is it like different stuff? Header tab, which one do you mean here? Yeah, so it's an event stream which is similar to, let me see this one. Yeah, here it's not showing the same. Yeah, the issue is not like we are not getting the same data from the development and from the production servers. And feel that um, the latest stuff that has been done in development wasn't merged to the production, which is what I would like to check. So I think this is the production one here. So alpha being merged to main, which is to comment, which is was okay. So it's the migration, and we are behind this development. So I think, yeah, it could be that the latest stuff that has been done in development wasn't there. Check the is it the release stuff here or packages? Package of yeah. So this is like the so this was released on October 19, and we are on November. So which is mostly feature. Yeah, here we have OpenAI stuff. Could I see? Yeah, so my main issue is not like the repos not indexed, but like the repos are being indexed, but the messages is not like consistent between what we are expecting and what we are getting. So right now I'm just like there's no direct issue, but I'm just trying to understand the situation here. And the main thing was that the the main thing that I want to understand is how this works, so I could uh, improve a little bit in the query that we are having here. Because if you check the extension, you will see that there is a lot of hallucination that's happening. Mm. And I think like one of the issues that made me go here was, let me go to this for request. It was kind of like broken data that we were getting from the server, which wasn't broken, but like it was showing the data showing in an unexpected way. Let me see this one. Yeah, here. So they are like the previous code. We're expecting the data to be as lines, and when you check the line, you will understand what's happening in that line, and it's expecting it to be two lines that only. But like the situation was getting more than two lines, and we're getting kind of Let me see if I open that here. Yeah, I think it was getting like 6 or 7 lines, which is like not we are expecting. And here is it. Yeah, so here is the data that we were getting, and this is not what we were expecting. I solved that in JavaScript, but like I was curious about how stuff works in the back end and if I could understand that situation or not. So yeah, as you can see that here we have data and an empty line after that, which is not what we are expecting. And by the way, how do you feel about having this kind of streams in Arabic? Good. Okay, because I was thinking about having something in Arabic, but like not right now or in close future, but like I'm not sure when I will do that. Mm, yeah, I think I need to give it a try. I did something before when like when I think it was 1 year ago when ChatGPT started and they had their their API stuff, but like I just did I think 4 streams back then. Mhm. Okay, let me try not the embed. This is kind of weird. Okay, so here collection open source name. I think this should, I think this is already embedded, so I could compare the answer from this one. Yeah, so okay, request that again. Clear messages, connection closed. Call that again. Fetch. Why when I go and give it? Hmm. Okay, so I'm still getting messages. Test results, headers. Let's clear the response directly and send this again. Here we have the, okay. Fetch repo embed files. Hmm. So open source is already, isn't it already embedded? Let me refresh this. Yeah, so open source AI is already embedded here, but like when I click on embed, it's yeah. So here I'm just trying the local host. So I'm trying to see what's happening with the local host because I was expecting that. Let me bring this to the screen. So إذن يهديكم الله. Uh, okay, so I'm trying to check the local host because I was thinking that if something is embedded, I would get an embedded message instead of having that file processed again, which is something that we could open an issue for it. Um, let's go with feature request. Current behavior. I will go with current behavior, then I will write a title. If a repo is embedded and we requested to embed it again, the server runs the embedding functions. Based on that. Okay. Oh, I think I could. Yeah. As suggested, add embed checking function in the add collection checking function or repo collection checking function in the embed function itself. Hey Jabber. Yeah, recently I started to have like this kind of daily stream where I stream every day. I just like missed 3 days in the last 20 days, so just like still okay. And I don't have like a schedule for that. Unfortunately, I was thinking to have it as 5 p.m. GMT plus 3, but I couldn't stick to this, so I have like a 1 hour of stream daily, inshallah. Yeah, for the time it's just like it's not something that I have. I was thinking to have it as 5 p.m. GMT plus 3, which is 5 p.m. Istanbul or Riyadh time, but like it sometimes you have stuff to do. Yeah, right now I just like sharing this on Twitter or social media and just like going with this way. But like I need to determine that somehow. Feature add report checking in the embed function. Do you have like a preferred time where you just join, or do you think that would be great to have the stream in it? Hmm. I will create this response. This is like open source. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I asked like if you have, yeah, like what is your schedule somehow. Here we are getting, I think. And here we are getting the embedding. Okay. Oh, okay. If you would like, I think let me see. Uh Just give me a second. I could notify you, like, I think you could subscribe to YouTube where it will just like send you an email when you are, yeah, that's awesome. So you could just subscribe to YouTube, and when you subscribe, it will notify you when I'm live or when I share new videos. And and I think I used to have a form for such stuff. Yeah, YouTube sucks. I know. Just give me a second. I think I had, um, was it Substack, hadithtech.com? No, it was hadithtech.substack. So I think I need to have a Discord server for this stuff. So the notification we could manage it from there. But right now, if you want, you could subscribe to um the newsletter, and then I will pick your email and send an email for just like when I go to stream or something like that. If you want, by the way, but like if you don't want, it's okay. And I would be, yeah, awesome. Thank you for that. I will click you. I will find your email from there. Then would have a different newsletter for just like streaming. I think this would be much better. So here we have the events. What is the event in Rust? Thank you for subscribing, by the way. I really appreciate that. And since this project, by the way, is written in Rust, I don't know Rust. I never used it before, so I think while streaming, I will be learning it. So image, create image, anytime. That's cool. Okay. I didn't use Rust before, and this project is written in Rust. I think I could ping someone from the community so they could have a short explanation. But like, yeah, that would be a cool stream, by the way. But right now, I will just go by myself, and then we'll see what we can do there. Thank you. Goodbye. Hmm. So here we have a function, which is an async one, and we are fetching license info from quadrant. I'm not sure if this, like, let's go back again here. So here when we have the repo query and the development server, we are getting this messages. But like when it's in that um, in the production we don't get any message. I think this could be an issue, but like let's go with opening it. I'm kind of hesitant to open this because I'm not fully like 100% sure about this thing, but like wait, or is this no, this should be the response we are getting. Let's go and open an issue. Bug report. Different messages between ham production and development. Here's the first image, and here is preview. Okay, here's okay production development. So night. Run this in the current make up. The other thing that we could do is before running this, besides running this in Docker, is embed project twice and check the second embedding request. Let's say, yeah. Here we go. Submit this. Hopefully this. Yeah, so if it's kind. I think, yeah, so why didn't I do that before? So I could just like click on write and refactor. Why I don't see the GitHub Copilot? Copy GitHub terminal? No, no. Yeah, okay, so huh. So since I'm running on Codespaces, not all extensions that I have in my PC is running on the Codespaces because Codespaces is using a different machine and we'll have a different setup for everything. So what I want to see, I want to use the Copilot chat. Uh, and I would like to install it to Codespaces and have a simple conversation. It's installed. Switch to pre-release version. No, I will just need the release one. Will you close this simple browser? I don't need that. I don't need this. And what I was checking is this line here. I could just go and click on Copilot and ask him to explain this to me. Workspace, write explanation for this selection of paragraph. Okay. So And then I would just like have this kind of long text to read. Let's go. Did it finish? Yeah, it finished. Start from the beginning. Yeah, so I think this is the reason why they have Rust, because like it's prioritized speed, memory, and parallelism. The specific, yeah. So parallelism is important when you're having like something that multiple people are using, or hundreds of people are using. Emit and passing two arguments. So the first argument, the function is okay, and I didn't check that argument before, but like yeah. So we have the emit function, and we have sender, and we have the save embedding none. Emit is a function call defined elsewhere in the code base. Is it defined somewhere else? Let me see. So use events, emit embed event. Ah, what is this line? Okay, so here did it explain that. Let me go and ask it to explain this again. Start inline chat, explain this. And the selected code is a part of Rust model file mod.rust. This file used to manage models hashes in Rust. Okay. And the line is importing specific items from another model named events. So we just have it here. Okay. So this is just like, this is a bit interesting. Let me see. Okay. I think I could call it a little bit of a day today because I get tired. It's almost 12 a.m. It's not almost, it's 12 and a half. So to just like have a short summary of what we did today, I went to repo query project in open source, open it through, what's the name of it? Yeah, for open it in Codespaces, run the Codespaces stuff, and then showed you how to run that Codespaces and um how to use that Codespaces and how to check the port that you have here. And we did some kind of exploration for Docker at that time. Then after that, we run Postman and saw how you can use Postman when you are testing stuff and having an API that you would like to check. And at the end, I was checking the Rust file, but like I think I could give it, we call it a day today and check it tomorrow. And I hope that you have enjoyed the stream today and wish you to enjoy like the next stream, which is will be tomorrow, and we will have a great time in that stream. Have a great night or day. Bye bye.